Dear students, in this module, we are going to talk about how to use micropipettes to measure their volumes. जैसा कि पहले आप पढ़ चुके हैं कि स्मॉल वॉल्यूम्स को मेजर करने के लिए हम माइक्रोपाइपेट्स यूज़ करते हैं. माइक्रोपाइपेट्स यूज़ करने के लिए उनके कंपोनेंट्स के बारे में जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Each micropipette has different sections or segments. The most important one is the plunger button. This button is responsible to take up the volume of the liquid and then to eject the volume of the liquid during your experiments. The second button is the tip ejector button that will, at the end of your dilution or the volume, will eject the tip from the attachment point of the tip. Then we have a volume adjustment dial. This volume adjustment dial can be rotated clockwise or anti-clockwise so as to adjust the volume from the given range of any micropipette. There is a digital volume indicator that shows you that how much volume right now a micropipette can pick up. Then there is a shaft and there is an attachment point for disposable tip. The plunger button has two stops. When you push it down, the first stop will eject all the air, and that air will be equivalent to the volume which you have adjusted at digital volume indicator. And when you press it to the second stop, it ejects 50% more volume out of the tip so that you can later on take the volume in the pipette tip. Normally we have three different sizes of microtips used in the biotechnological labs. These are referred as P20, P200 and P1000. The name and the number indicates the maximum volume a micropipette can hold, and this is mentioned on the top of the plunger button. The given range for P20 is 0.5 to 20 microliter. For P200 is 20 to 200 microliter, and for P1000 it is 100 to 1000 microliter. जैसा कि पहले मैं आपको बता चुका हूं कि आपने जो नज़दीकी रेंज वाली माइक्रोपाइपेट यूज़ करनी है टू मेजर एनी स्पेसिफिक वॉल्यूम. जैसा मिसाल के तौर पे अगर आपने 50 माइक्रोलीटर वॉल्यूम चाहिए किसी भी लिक्विड का, then use P200. If you need 200 microliter, it's best to use P200, but you can also use P1000 micropipette. Volume adjustment can be done by rotating this volume adjustment dial clockwise or anti-clockwise. In one direction, it increases the volume. In other direction, it decreases the volume. The volume can be read out from digital volume indicator. As you can see in this slide, the volume is 22 microliter which can be taken up. If we compare these DVIs or digital volume indicators of these three micropipettes, we can see that there is difference. In P1000, the three digits represent thousands, hundreds and tens of the volume. In P200, the digits represent hundreds, tens and units of the volume. Whereas in P20, we have tens, units and 1/10 of the volume which you are planning to take. In all these three micropipettes, you can see the digital volume indicator have 22. But this 22 number shows different volumes which can be taken up. P1000 shows 220 microliter, P200 shows 22 microliter, and P20 shows 2.2 microliter can be taken at these adjustments. We cannot take the liquids directly into the shaft of the micropipettes. For operation of the micropipette to take the liquids, we need to use some disposable pipettes. As you can see in this slide, there are three different sized pipette tips with different color. The blue pipette tip can be used for P1000. Yellow pipette tip can be used for P200 and P20, whereas the white micropipette the white tip can be used for P10 micropipette. These tips are supplied in the racks or the boxes which are normally sterile. So when these boxes are not in use, do cover them, otherwise there will be some airborne contaminations and it is going to ruin your experiments.